Alright, it is day number 2, so we're going to be setting up a barren planet in this episode, but then also before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get our lava planet, or original lava planet, set up and running again. So as you can see, these extractors are done, but it's still running on the factories because we have some P0 left over here. So depending on how this extractor looks when we move these heads, then we might actually go back up to 7 factories here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move them down over here, and then we'll be looking at our average hour yield here and decide what we want to do with our factories at that point. I think we're going to try to standardize everything that we do on this character with probably 7 factories if we can get away with it. So that's 25 right there, and we're just going to kind of keep putting these over where the white is. It's not going to look pretty, but really it's about so we're like 25 right there. So let's go ahead and start this extraction and then save, and then we'll get our hourly here. It's 24, and then I think on this extractor we can drop down to 3. Then we'll be able to put 2 more factories on here. So let's go ahead and see what this adds to our situation. So about 7. So we're looking at about 30-ish, 30,000 an hour here. 6 and then 4, yeah, about 30. So let me bring up my spreadsheet. 30 is 5. We're still running off of P0 that we have stored, so I think that we will just go ahead and throw 2 more basics in here. It is nice having all the factories run 24 hours a day, but I also do like to standardize a little bit. I over route on this stuff just in case like there's a shorter route that we can take, but you don't need to actually connect them all like that. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys set up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get our barren planet set up. I'm going to change our spreadsheet to show 7, so it's about 42. I think that we have enough P0 kind of left over to help kind of bridge that gap a little bit, but this one is running and everything. Another update since yesterday, we did go ahead and get the deluge set up, so we have all of our command centers in the infrastructure hold, and we also need to do our turn-in real quick. Now all we're going to do now is just going to undock and then place the command center on our barren planet. So let's go to resource harvesting planet, and we're going to go to planet number 2, and we're going to be going after reactive metals on this one. So all we really need to do is undock here and then open up planetary view and place that command center, and then we can immediately dock again and do everything that we need to do here. So here's our barren planet. It doesn't matter where we put the command center, it's not going to be connected. So, and without getting out of this view, we're just going to go ahead and dock again from overview, and then we're going to go in here and upgrade. I do recommend going max upgrade on your command center. It's just going to give you a lot more options. Now we're going to be looking at base metals here, and then we're going to be just messing with these sliders. I bring these sliders all the way down, and then I just move them left to right until I don't see any white at all. So it looks like up here is going to be probably our best bet, right in there. And we're already docked up again, so we don't have to worry about anything crazy. Always get the extractor up first, and then what I'll also do is I'll kind of look at even worst case scenario. So we bring it down a little bit more, we can kind of see where the massive density is, and so we can put it like right here, and we can actually facilitate these spots when this one kind of expires. So we'll put the extractor right about there. Let's clean this up a little bit, kind of lower it down a little bit so we can see what's up. And then the next thing I usually do is go ahead and get the launch pad. And I don't use storage because we never really cap out. And storage just takes resources that we can use on like factories and stuff like that. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and just set up the extractors. We're going to get them started, and then kind of be able to put in our spreadsheet what we can expect, because we want to make sure we get our hourly average, and before we start placing factories, we kind of know what is going on. So let's go and get all these placed up. And this can be the tedious part. You do get pretty quick at it, but every planet is different, and I try to maximize each planet for its own situation. Right, all those are in play. We got about 32 on that, so we're going to go and start this, and then we'll route this. We could basically just route this to the launch pad, and then we can get those final numbers for our average hourly. So about 32. Let's bring here. I'm typing in our spreadsheet. I'll bring it over to the screen so you can see. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just getting all the formulas populated down. Yeah, switch my source. Alright, here we go. So we got reactive metals up. We're doing about 32, so we're probably gonna just, like I said, standardize at 7, and we're just gonna go ahead and just build this out for 7. And as you can see, per unit it's a little bit better than toxic metals, so this is gonna be worth about 3.4. You would keep it running. If we're doing 32 on one extractor, we can also do 2 extractors too. We're at 32 right now. We could potentially try to get another 10,000 from another 3 heads or so, which is what we're going to attempt to do. So that's going to be the goal right there. Going to get that out of the way. Now this is where we're going to try to put another extractor in and only go 3 heads on it. And then just create the link here. And then same deal. Go base metals, go 1 day, want everything to expire at the same time, and then go 3 heads. So we're looking at like 5 right there, and then we're going to come down here into this white, about 8, about 9.5, close enough. Make sure nothing's overlapping. Go and start that, go ahead and route, and submit. Let's look at our final average hours. 7.5. I think that's still good enough. We can still do 7, and we'll be just fine. So let's go ahead and just kind of throw these out here. We're just gonna put them in like the little circle that we did on the other planet. And really, the benefit is going to be just making sure these are set up. They might not run 24 hours a day, but everything's standardized and we'll have a decent amount of income going on. I think we're going to do it like that, where instead of like doing these out like this, we're just going to like connect them all to the center, and then this last one will come out. Now all we have to do is just get all the reactive metal schematics installed. You can just double click on the launch pad. It's not actually saving my selection per, but that's fine. One of the other things we're planning on doing is precious metals as well, because something easy that you can do in very few planets is going to be robotics. So until we have actual product, we need to go to the route section here and do create route, and then go in here and just finish all these. And you get pretty quick at this. I'm going a little bit slower just because I'm kind of commentating on what we're doing, but you can definitely set up 6 planets in less than an hour and be good to go. But we are spacing it out for the purpose of this series. And there we go. Those are now 2 planets set up and everything. We are going to be projected to do about the same. about 280 an hour here. I don't know if all 7 will run because we're running off of actual no stockpile P0. We're doing about 30,000. So 5 of these factories will probably run 24, and so that's going to be about 200 an hour, about 4,800 a day. So we're going to see how that kind of goes. But I have a feeling that the density on here is better than our lava planet for this type of material, so we should see a little bit more of a stockpile and everything. So that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we will be setting up the next planet, and just kind of slowly building our way towards some P2 or P3, and then start selling this stuff and start making a profit, and showing the real fun stuff.